obviously from a communication standpoint, you got a pretty important job. Where do you feel like you are in terms of IDing things and also to piggyback on that question, how much does it help you that the defense that you're facing on Sunday is similar to the defense that you play on and practice against every day?
It definitely helps. I mean, there's a lot of similar looks, definitely a lot of carryover. Few differences, not a whole lot, but it definitely helps. And I would say I'm pretty comfortable making IDs, getting calls out, all that. It's just need to make sure we're still watching tape together in the room, talking about it with all the guys, because it can't just be me that knows the calls, and because it's going to be loud, it's going to be stressful. Everyone on the O-line has to be just as smart as the center. I mean, it'll make everything go a lot more smoothly, but I feel pretty good about all that.
Michael, you're going to see Ted Karras this weekend. I was curious as to what kind of relationship you guys had last year and what maybe he taught you along the way about playing center since you were kind of making the switch a little bit.
We've become really good friends. I'm excited to talk to him, say hi to him, see how he's doing. We're good buddies, I would say. We've done a little fishing together, a whole bunch of hanging out. So I'm excited to just say hi to him and see how he's doing. But he taught me a lot about center. I mean, just detail and intensity and all the stuff that goes into being a pro center. He was definitely a good role model for that.
What have you seen out of Liam Eichenberg this week in practice? Obviously, training camp and preseason, he had a few injuries that he had to come back from, and then switching different positions. How has he handled everything?
He's been smooth. No matter where he's asked to play, whether he's at 100% or wherever he's at playing, he's gone out there and he's worked hard. He's smart. You know, he's not a guy who's needs a lot of help telling him what to do and all that. So that's a huge thing for a rookie, for a guy to go out there and know what he's doing and not be looking down the line wondering, you know, what do I got, especially when he's playing multiple positions. And he's cutting it loose, and every day he's trying to get better. So he's working the right way. Plenty of stuff to clean up, no doubt, but that's kind of the journey of a lineman, especially as a rookie. But I think he's doing pretty solid, especially, you know, with the mental part of it.
Along similar lines of being new here, Greg Little, since being acquired via the trade, how far along has he come, have you noticed?
He's come along a lot. I mean, mentally, obviously, it's tough when you're brand new into a room. He's got to learn everything on the fly. We've already installed everything. He's just got to come in and learn as we go. And he's done a really good job of that. He's not, you know, holding anyone back or anything like that because he's still confused about anything on the offense. He's a smart guy, and he's playing good. He plays well.
How much of a sense of, been a while since you guys last played a regular season game, so how much of a sense of it's finally back to playing a game that means something?
It's huge. I mean, preseason games, I guess to me, don't really feel much different. I mean, it's an opportunity to go, you know, play football with your guys and have fun and cut it loose, but it still means a little bit more come regular season, and it's definitely exciting. It feels like it's been forever, but it's exciting, and can't wait to get back out there.
What's it going to be like looking across the line and saying gotcha?
It'll be funny. I mean, I'm excited to talk to him, kind of chop it up with him, but I guess it's a little bit nerve-wracking because he's a good player. I mean, it's exciting. It'll be cool to block a guy that I'm pretty familiar with. I mean, from just especially last year, every day in practice, me and him. So it'll be fun to see him again, and he's a good test. He's a really good player.
Have you had any contact with him this week?
I haven't talked to him at all, no.
Texting here.
Mm-mm.
You expecting a lot of yapping from him?
Probably not. I mean, in practice it wasn't ever too bad, so we'll see. We'll see how he is on game day. If it is, that'll be funny. That'll be fun.
Yeah, you never really get some, so you didn't have a really reason to talk shit to you.
No.
Do you remember how loud it was the last road game you started at center?
It was loud. I think it might have been maybe a Big Ten championship in, like, I think it was Penn State in like 2016, and it was definitely pretty loud in Lucas Oil, but it'll probably be a little louder up there. But it'll be fun. We just gotta, you know, work some silent counts when we need to, and just get ready to handle that.
Mike, you played a little tackle at Wisconsin, right?
Mm-hmm.
So from your experience, is it harder to switch from tackle to guard or from the right side to the left side?
I would say probably from a right side to a left side, just because the stance is way different. I mean, a left tackle stance to a left guard stance is can be pretty similar, especially if you feel comfortable in the same spot. But going from a right tackle stance to a left guard stance, I mean, it changes everything with your feet and your mindset. So I would say going from right side to left side is a little tougher.
You sound like the expert on that topic.
I've never really had to do much right to left. A lot of position changes, but at least it's been on one side. So lucky.